Hey everyone, it's Tiffany, and I'm here to deliver your astrology forecast for the week of October 9th through 15th. And so the biggest thing going on in the skies this week is absolutely going to be the eclipse. You've been feeling it coming on. You wanted to blame the skies, and here's your permission slip. There's something going on in the skies. But before we talk about the eclipse, let's kind of lead up to it a little bit. So on Tuesday, October 10th, Venus, the planet of our relationships, our sensuality, our worth, our self-worth, our net worth, all of those Venusian things is in a challenging position to retrograde Saturn. And so there can be this sense of ambiguity, this sense of detachment, this sense of I'm pulling myself away from something, that you might find yourself having a case of the screw it, you might be questioning what you are loyal to, right? What you really believe in. This is not the right time to have important life decisions being made, right? This is not the right time to start the engagement process or start a business joint venture process. This October 10th Venus opposite Saturn is more about a goodbye than it is about a hello. So energy can show up a day early. Just know this too shall pass. You're going to get back in touch with your real feelings and what you really think in a day or two. So just go slow and let the energy wash through you. It's okay to have an emotion and do nothing about it. I wish I had known that sooner in life, right? It's okay to have a feeling and let it go away. And it's okay to say some goodbyes with gratitude, right? With reverence in your heart. It's okay to have that integrity when something is coming to an ending. So on Wednesday, October 11th, the sun, the grand central sun, will be opposing, opposite Chiron in the sky. Chiron represents the archetype of our wounded healer. We all have that. We all have that medicine bag where we're hurt, we're small, we're vulnerable, we're different, we're nerdy, right? We don't fit in. All of us have that one little piece of our greater soul. And so as the sun is opposing Chiron, we're really given this opportunity to face what we were intended to overcome, to turn our pain into the treasures in our medicine bag, to share that with others. And, when you're going through a hard time, there's no worse advice than, oh, you're going to get over it so that you can help others with this exact thing. It feels terrible to hear that when you're in the thick of it, but it's not true, right? It's not true. So remember this, everybody's fighting a battle you know nothing about, especially around now, to be sensitive, kind, to remember that Venus is in Virgo for the rest of the month, right? To remember it's the little things that matter, to overlook the person that's mad in the parking lot, to overlook the things that just don't matter, right? To let something go, right? The sun opposing Chiron can be a huge spiritual awakening for some of us, to really step into that position of being awake, that position of being not distorted, right? Not conditioned, right? That's a beautiful, powerful place to be. It's also a little confusing on the road up, okay? So kindness goes a really long way around October 10th and 11th, especially to yourself and others. I mentioned in the bigger forecast that Pluto will go direct in Capricorn on October 11th. It's a day when we tend to feel the energy slow down. A lot of people in my practice, a lot of clients, family, friends, colleagues, tend to report that it is a feeling of things being just a little more lower energy. That doesn't mean negative vibes or bad juju. It just means it feels like you're kind of walking through mud, right? And so this isn't the right time necessarily. If you have a big day planned full of lots of stuff and and it's checklist and checkbox and go, might not feel like you have the energy to do what you want to do around the 11th because something deeper is going on, both because of Chiron and Pluto. This dance of Pluto going direct into Capricorn, it's on its way back into Aquarius. Once it gets into Aquarius, it'll be there for a 40-year period, right? And so this time that Pluto has been in Capricorn, Pluto, the wrecking ball, Capricorn, governmental structures, ambitions, towers, business plans, stuff that feels a little bit more masculine in the energy. there's a change going on in that and how we view that and how we want to experience that as the tribe of humanity, right? So as Pluto works its way into Aquarius, you can look back in time, right? Pluto will be in Aquarius, let's see, January 21st of 2024. It's going to have a little final visit into Capricorn next year, and then it will move into Aquarius to stay by November of 2024. So it's kind of dipping in and out because of the retrograde cycle. But if you look in history, when Pluto was in Aquarius before, it was a time when some issues around equality, I'll say it, were coming up. So a great period to study would be the Viking period, how the Viking women owned their own land, how the Viking women were able to declare divorces when in many cultures that was not couth. Is that the right way to say it? Really wasn't a thing, right? So the Viking women are one culture that I study when I'm considering how Pluto is moving into Aquarius. Aquarius is actually very futuristic, very forward thinking, all about the collective consciousness, robotics, technology, AI, right? And Pluto is bringing great change. And so we're seeing a lot of great change already in these futuristic technologies. And so instead of being afraid of them, how can we be good stewards? It's happening. It's already here. So how can we be good stewards? How can we be on our best behavior with the futuristic changes that are establishing this new era in time? Okay, Mars is going to enter Scorpio October 12th through November 24th. Mars is that piercing, fierce energy, and Scorpio can be very dramatic. And so you might notice that there are some intensities going on in the skies with Mars and Scorpio. It's very sensual, very powerful, very passionate. Right. So I feel like you're going to notice that out there in the world and in yourself. And so to focus your passions, your sexual energies, to study like brahmacharya for awareness in your yoga practice, that could be a thing that you're looking at. But to know what really drives you, what really motivates you, those are the secrets of the universe that will be shown to you during this period. Right. So let's see what's wanting to happen. On the 13th, Mars will trine Saturn. So Saturn is kind of like your cosmic granddad who was in the military, and he's like draws a hard line and things. There's a place for everything and everything in its place. And if you're not early or late, like that's kind of the Saturn vibe. Saturn is also the Lord of karma, the karma boomerang. So having integrity, right? Doing what you say you're going to do. Saturn provides the riverbanks for us to flow through the river of life. If we don't have those structures and those boundaries and those procedures and those disciplines, right, we're all over the place. So Saturn is a helpful, useful, structural energy. And as Mars is in a positive position to Saturn, you're going to see where you need to be more disciplined, where stamina and tact can have this balancing effect, where your energy forward and your perseverance forward, your slow and steady wins the race is really what's going to get the job done. So it's a good time to commit to yourself in an area where you really want something to last that's more long term, and you're starting to see the vision and you're starting to recommit to that in a way that feels good for your own energy system. Okay, now the big news for the week. We've got our Libra solar eclipse happening at 12:54 p.m. Central Time. It's in 21 degrees of Libra. Here's your eclipse intention. I enjoy nurturing relationships that feel balanced and mutually supportive. So this is all about planting seeds around relationships, that inner harmony, those balanced exchanges of energy, polishing the mirror of the heart, understanding what subconscious influences are driving our relationships, how we act in relationships, new beginnings around relationships, and our own inner harmony. Relationships are all relationships, our relationship to money, our relationship to God, Goddess, the divine, your higher power, our relationship to our fathers and mothers, our relationship to our children, our brothers and sisters, our relationship to the tribe of humanity, the relationship to the nature kingdom. I could go on and on, but how you are is going to be up for renewal. Okay, doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong or bad. You're not doing anything wrong or bad. It's just an idea to see how you're behaving, right? And give you an idea on what kinds of right relationships you want to call in, right? So this can give you some awareness around this. The Sabian symbol, I talked about in the larger forecast. I'd encourage you to go back and watch that for October of 2023. The Sabian symbol is a child giving birds a drink at a fountain. And to me, it's a beautiful symbol of, let me be in service first. Let me serve you. Let me bring something life-giving to you. Here's what I'm devoted to, the song of life. The birds' sound in the morning that awakens all of the energy in the plants, right? And begins this whole natural process that is unseen by our eyes, but felt and appreciated in our worlds. So this idea of a child giving birds a drink at a fountain can be something that you use to journal through during this eclipse time. All right, this eclipse starts a new moon family story. It's a new 2.5-year cycle. It will complete in January of 2026. Also on this eclipse, Mercury opposes Chiron. Shifts or gearing is what I was going to say. Gears are shifting and we're up-leveling our thinking. We're seeing things from a more heightened perspective. We have more conscious contact with the spiritual realm. You know, Chiron and Mercury are working together to change your belief system, to give you a different idea, to help you clear your mind, to help you focus on that beautiful vision for your life forward. So it's really important this month to take that mental diet away from negative thinking. So no complaining, no venting, right? No calling forward all of the negative things that happen throughout the day. This is remembering and re-envisioning and creating a new path forward that is beautiful and healing and balanced and with your own integrity. Okay. So that completes this week. I look forward to seeing you again soon, my friends. I'm Tiffany Harlick. Thanks for the opportunity to serve, and namaste.